Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how to import characters and animations into your Unreal Engine. First thing you want to do is go to www.mixamo.com, sign up for an Adobe account if you haven't already, and then you want to click on Browse Animations, and this will load the Mixamo website. If we go to Characters, and because we're making a zombie game, we'll type in zombie, and we'll go ahead and select this one. So it's loaded pretty quickly because I've loaded this one already. It may take you a little bit, and then on the top right it will say add asset rather than view download. So if we then go find animations, and then we change animation zombie to animation, and type in zombie, and then we'll get a wide variety of different animations we use. We're going to be making the walk, run, and idle cycle today. So as you can see here, you can preview the animation, you can have it set to be in place. There's also these on the side that allow you to customize how the animation looks. So is that arms really narrow, or are they wide? Like so. Does he go extremely fast? And all that. So we're going to be getting a walk, which once again on the top right should have add asset. I already have them selected. A idle animation. Feel free to use any one that you want. It doesn't really matter for this tutorial. And then a run. And then we will want to go view download afterwards. And then under my character, we'll have the model we selected. So we will click this box and then click Queue Downloads. You want your format to be in a .fbx and you want your pose to be T-pose. So we'll queue that, and then once it's processed, you'll get a download button. So while that's processing, we'll head to My Animations, and we want to select the animations that we're using. So the zombie running, the zombie idle, and the zombie walking. We'll want to hit Queue Downloads as well. We want it in the .fbx format with skin. We want 60 frames per second, and we want 0 keyframe reduction. This may take a little while, however it's not to worry. However, I already have them downloaded, so we will then proceed into Unreal. So we want to create a new folder under content. We'll call it characters. So we'll go into it and create a new folder, and we'll call this one zombie. So when we go in, we want to hit import. We want to go to our folder which has the zombie. We want to hit the model on its own. We'll go open. So we want this to be, so we want to import it with a skeleton mesh. We want to import the mesh. We want to also import the materials and the textures as well. So you can leave this pretty much as is. It should be by default. So we'll import all. You can ignore this. Then we want to hit save all. Then we will then want to import our animations. We don't want to import a mesh. We instead want to select the skeleton for the mesh we just imported, and then we want to hit import all on that. You will get an extra animation, so just remove the take 01 files. Okay, we will save all again. And after this, you want to right click, and then under animation, we want to create an animation blueprint. And ignore the top, and we want to click on the skeleton we're going to use. We'll click OK, and we'll call this zombie anims. And then we want to double click into that. So, what we are going to want to do is open up another copy of Unreal Launcher. What we're going to do is we're going to import some of the code from a third-person blueprint in order to give us a basis for our zombie animations. So we'll just create a project. It doesn't really matter what it's called. Then once this is opened, we will open Content Browser, and then under the Mannequin folder, we want to go into Character and Mesh. No, sorry, it's Animations. Then we want to go into the third-person anim blueprint. We then want to go to the event graph, and we want to copy this entire code. And just paste it into the zombie blueprint. Now, in order to make sure that this works properly, we need to add two variables. So we add one boolean called isInAir, and then a float called speed. Ignore that. We'll hit compile. We'll hit save. Then we want to go back to the third-person animation blueprint. We want to go into the animation graph, and we want to copy this default and then place it in the animation graph of the zombie animations. Connect those up. Then we want to go inside this, and we don't need all of these since our zombie isn't going to be jumping or anything, so we'll just delete those. Then all we want is this, but we need to delete this one. And then once that's done, we want to go out here. We want to right click, and under animation we want to make a blend space 1D. Select the zombie skeleton. We'll call this zombie idle underscore walk underscore run. We will save all of these. We'll open this up in our content browser. So on the bottom right here, you can see that all the animations that our skeleton can use are listed on the bottom right. Displaying the editor vertically may be more comfortable to look at. We want to rename the x-axis to speed, and we want to go from 0 to 375. So for open up each of the animations, we want to enable motion on the left here for each animation. Then we want to go back to the idle walk run. So we want to drag in the idle animation at 0. We want to drag in the running animation at the top. Then we want to drag in the walking animation at about 80. We want to save this, exit it. Then we want to open back up the zombie animations, Then inside the default, we want to go into idle run, and we want to search for blend space player idle walk run. We want to connect the speed to this and this to this. We'll compile it, we save it, and that is it. We will be previewing the actual animation, how it works and how to set it up when we are doing the AI tutorial.